Welcome everybody to the Temperate Times Podcast. I'm here with the new co-host, Max. You may have seen him on the Thankmas streams, the Christmas charity streams, the 24-hour ones that we do. We've decided that, he's contributed enough. It's time for him to be seen a little more. I think it's amongst the audience that we've all kind of agreed that, we need to see more of him. So we decided, hey, let's get you on more. Don't forget, look at the camera. Don't look at the viewfinder.
Hey, man. Just checking you out.
Checking me in.
Oh, he's just playing with his hair. Oh, look at you. All flustered.
All right. So, as you can see, the set is different. That's because a lot has happened since the last video. Really, since anything. You might have seen this, like I said, if you watched the Thankmas stream, the 2024 Thankmas stream. I am getting a studio soon. It'll look similar to the studio that if you saw the videos before they were taken down, the Temperate Times show, with the brick wall and everything. I'm intending to go back with that. Instead of a wallpaper, I'm looking to do a backdrop, like a brick backdrop.
Yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now I have a white backdrop, and I kind of don't feel like having a white background,
It's too plain.
It's too plain.
I like mayonnaise.
I like the brick, and I'm going to get shelves again, make it, all nice, and get a nice table. I can't wait. A couch can only do so much,
It still does a lot.
Yeah, I guess it does a lot. So yeah, it's been a while. I guess to kind of update everyone there before we kind of go into the today's topic. I have been working a lot on the board game Battle of the Beings, temperatimes.com/Bob. That's where you can find the rule book. It's Dungeons and Dragons inspired, just in concept, nothing actual gameplay wise. I've done a new update 1.5, the complete overhaul. And I've also been working on figuring out what to move on with for the Temperate Times show. Mainly because, well, like I said, the co-host that was supposed to be for the Temperate Times show reported all the videos and took them down, resulting in me having to resort to other measures since a good year of YouTube kind of disappeared off my channel, which is unfortunate, but okay. So yeah, that's how it is. We are intending to start doing videos more frequently, as well as doing streams. I've been doing streams relatively consistently. It's iffy. I've been streaming Phasmophobia weekly. I intend on streaming other stuff as well, but I kind of haven't really figured it out yet. If I want to do like other games or, other kind of content. If anything, we might live stream the podcasts once we become kind of more organized. Or maybe live stream the Temperate Times show.
Yeah.
But
we'll get shit rolling.
Yeah,
we'll get shit rolling.
Or, maybe we'll make a Patreon or something that we can put unedited content in. But that's kind of where we're at. So yeah. Today's topic is game prices. So,
oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The only thing that I know about this so far, and we haven't talked about it ourselves very much, is I just know that the Nintendo Switch 2 is an astronomical price.
Let's see how astronomical.
Games are $80, right?
No, they're gonna be like 100 something for us. Hold up.
Jeez.
Is that 80 USD? Nintendo Switch 2. All right. How much is this? Yo, I want you to take the nicest guess you could ever have on how much this shit costs.
For the Nintendo Switch?
Just the Switch 2.
$400.
In Romanian dollars?
Is it more?
Go up.
600?
How exact in 600?
$650?
$630. $629.99
For a Nintendo
for a
Switch.
fucking Switch 2, bro.
How much was the Switch? The first one?
The original one was like $350.
No way. The $350 on launch?
Yo, isn't that thing like
Not the-
7 years old?
Not
though?
the OLED though, right?
No, the OLED was expensive. Yeah.
I just know you can buy like a Switch from like
Yeah,
what are they called?
$300.
Thrift stores or whatever.
$300.
$300 on launch?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, $399 for
doubled?
Canadians. For Canadians, it was $400.
They doubled essentially the price.
Yeah,
So are you saying 630 Canadian? Or 630?
that's
US?
30 Canadian.
630 Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a 50% increase in price. Not doubled then.
well, with taxes, it's gonna be fucking way
Yeah.
worse.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so $80 for a Switch game. Dude, that's fucking bad.
That's it's bad when games like when 8 games cost
Yeah.
the same as a console. That's insane. 8 standard sized games, not like a premium edition game. The standard edition game. Buying 8 would equivalent to a console. The console that which you're playing off. It's like I bought the PS5 for like what? I think I was lucky, like $700.
Oh yeah, during then, oh my god,
Yeah.
it was terrible.
And like games now, they might be $80, but
I think it's between. We still have $70 games here, but
Yeah.
a lot of like some companies are moving to $80 games.
yeah,
I get it if it's like GTA fucking 6. Like if that game's like $100, it's gonna make sense, right?
yeah.
With all the money that they put in. But if it's like Assassin's Creed, don't pay fucking $80 for that piece of shit.
What's
I would
wrong
be
about
fucking
Assassin's Creed?
Dude, Assassin's Creed is so stinky right now.
What's going on?
The new one, the one in Japan.
What's that one called? I
Fuck.
thought Mirage was the newest one.
It's Shadows.
Shadows?
Shadows.
That one's bad?
Yeah. No, it's not necessarily bad. It's just it shows how like inept Ubisoft has become with their games.
Hmm.
And it's really it's just such a fine game. Fine, lowercase, just fine.
It's nothing crazy.
It's nothing crazy. There's nothing impressive about it. It's not too hard. It's not too easy. It's just there. It's just another Assassin's Creed game. Even Mirage is pretty mid. Like, I like how it focuses more on the core elements of Assassin's Creed, but it's still really mid. Even me playing it right now, I don't. But they priced that one pretty reasonably here. It was like $60 for that game because it was a smaller scale game. So Ubisoft's not completely terrible.
Sorry, my cat's trying to knock down my light. Continue. Yes.
But yeah.
Assassin's Creed, the last one I played would have been Odyssey. I haven't played any newer ones past Odyssey. Odyssey, in my opinion, is good. It's not an Assassin's Creed game, but it's a good game. Just it doesn't follow the theme. Like it's like if the studio for God of War made a first person shooter and it turned out to be a good first person shooter. It's not a good God of War game, but it was probably a good first person shooter. You know what I mean?
You know what? sound like a whole bunch of gibberish, but I get the point.
Yeah,
I get the point.
Like Yakuza Like a Dragon. They turned into it's turn-based combat now instead of beat 'em up. In my opinion, it doesn't sound good, but maybe it is. If it is good, then in my opinion, it's not Yakuza style, but maybe it's good. I can criticize where it's at, but if most of the people are enjoying it.
Fans have been complaining in that series that it was getting too repetitive.
Yeah.
And shit, so they had to try something else.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like that's what Final Fantasy did, right? So many turn-based games, and then they switched to action.
I think that people just kind of wanted more fluidity in combat, and that's where they were laying at. They were going into combat, despite the fact that the game is supposed to be about stealth.
Mm-hmm.
So it became like a huge action game rather than anything, So
no, that's fair.
But yeah. So what's this that we're hearing? So Nintendo Switch 2, they have their prices up to over $600.
Which is you can buy a PS5 for that much.
A PS5, like just a standard PS5.
Just a standard PS5.
They're not lower now? Is it that low now?
Yeah, they lowered it from the original launch, but
down
it's not
to
by much.
600 or?
Well, plus tax is gonna be 800, but right now they sell them for like 670 without the disc thing, like 5.
Yeah, so a digital.
Yeah,
that's got to be 50% off since launch. So I feel like on launch it was $1,200.
No, $1,200 is the fucking Pro, and that's another basket that we got to get into.
There's really, I feel like the PS5 was at least somewhere around 1,000 on launch.
The original one?
Yeah.
No, it's because of scalpers.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess
scalpers, bro. It was bad. Dude, that was like a reckoning. That's when we realized that, oh fuck, they're waiting.
Yeah.
Can't even get my PS5. I waited so long, and then the Slim came out. Perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I got mine pretty early, I'd say. Like,
weren't you on a waiting list or whatever?
I wasn't on a wait list. There was a source in Oromocto, in the town that I lived in at the time, and I think they either had one coming in or they just got it in, and I was so lucky to be on time. I had to buy like one of those dollar store like big ass bags to put it in because it was raining. And I bought it for like, I think it was somewhere around 700, but it came out to around 1,000 because I bought an extra controller and the charging stand.
Dude. Hey, I found that shit for cheap.
Well, you got the Slim too. Wouldn't that be cheap?
Remember how I got my PS5?
How?
My buddy gave me his Xbox.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of free PS4 games that I could trade in.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember. I think I traded in also, I guess, the Xbox controller as well. So I got a bunch of money from that. And all of that shit was for free. So I paid like $470 for my PS5 instead of the original price. Yeah.
Yeah. Then again, you got yours pretty late.
I got mine pretty late, but I didn't give a fuck. Oh, it was so cheap.
Yeah. Cheap. I could have waited till the PS5 Pro came out and got it. But
well, I actually have a scheme for that one too.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go into that. I would have waited, and I could always sell mine and then buy a PS5 Pro.
And just transfer your save data to the cloud and you're good.
Yeah, I could, but maybe I'll wait till the PS6 comes out, in like 10 years. No, I'm just kidding. It probably will come out.
It's coming out 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the middle of the life cycle.
Give them a few years, So.
Well, the PS5 is the last console I'm going to buy in my entire life.
Is that right?
I'm going to go to PC. If everything's going digital, I'm just going to go PC. Because the reason why I buy consoles is for that physical format.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, even though a lot of discs are just licenses, I try to find the games that have everything on the disc. It's really nice. Oh no, me in physical media. You got a digital console there, so
yeah,
you wouldn't understand.
I could always get a disc slot for it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, they come. You can buy external disc slots for them. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah,
For the Slims.
that's not a thing for the digital.
No. It comes like that and it stays like that.
Huh?
It comes like that and it stays like that.
Oh, I thought
That's
you were
why
able
they
to
made
get
the
disc
Slims
slots.
as well, for that modularity.
Oh,
Yeah.
strange. I remember seeing disc slots. I just didn't know. Yeah.
I got a 2 terabyte SSD in my, so I got like 3 terabytes of storage. It's nice.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. If I get the PS5 Pro, I'll have 4.
Huh?
If I get the PS5 Pro, I'll have 4. Because it comes with 2 terabytes, bro.
Massive storage.
I'm waiting for a sale and wait until my money's up.
Fair. Yeah. I'm waiting to get a PC so that I can, start doing more YouTube wise. I don't really need a PC other than that. I just need it for better production.
Buddy, your hair is looking rough.
Yeah, because I ran my hair through it and whatever.
You ran your hair through it?
Let me be like Matan.
Dude, no. Okay, wait. You ran your hair through
I'm
it.
I'm in hand. I ran my hand through my hair.
My pen's over here, buddy. Leave it alone. Is there more root beer left, though?
You can't be sipping all of it away, bro.
A man's thirsty.
Leave yourself some room,
For what?
One may not fall for lust so many times, or they will find themselves lost in the sauce.
Is that supposed to be romantic, my boy? Are we talking we fucking, or we still fucking, or you just talking about lust because you're just trying to tease me?
So about the PS5 Pro, what are we talking about for prices on that? So PlayStation lowered their prices down for the PS5 Pro.
Yeah. We're gonna put something in perspective right now.
Okay, yeah. That's something I heard, but I didn't look into for the sake of this episode.
All right. So, currently, the Xbox Series X is selling for $680.
Okay.
Series X.
Almost as much as a Nintendo Switch 2.
Actually, more.
A little more.
The thing is, there is talks about them raising the prices up because of all the tariffs for Canadians.
Wouldn't it be made in China or something anyway? So
Yeah, that's what I would be thinking.
why would they do that?
Because of that, now you can go out. Like, they're planning to raise it about around how much the PS5 Pro was on launch. So right now, hold on, just go to GameStop for that. But right now, if you're going for a PS5 Pro, I think they're going to keep the $70 off right now that they have permanent. But it's now $890 instead of $960. So you can either go get an Xbox Series X for $800 something, or you could spend, $50 more and get a PS5 Pro. 2 terabytes. All the special little features, AI upscaling, all that fun shit. And it's a pro console. You might as well just go for that. Granted, if you want your disc tray in there, and you don't want to go and spend an extra $100 on it, go for your Xbox. But if you're a digital guy, fuck, right there. And the PS5, you can add a fucking stick to it, like a terabyte stick. And in the Xbox, you have to tear it up into pieces.
Yeah, that's
to put something internally. Yeah. Even though the pricing is still fucking outrageous, If you're planning to spend that outrageous amount of money, go for a Pro.
Yeah. Because PlayStation, they dropped, or Sony, they dropped the prices of the PlayStation around the time when Xbox and Nintendo Switch were not necessarily raising their prices, but the prices were more.
You want to hear something crazy? Guess who is not changing their games prices out of all of the publishing companies?
Not changing their game prices?
No, they're keeping them at $70. I'm guessing that's US.
Huh?
$70 US.
Oh, so 85 Canadian?
Yeah.
I
think it's 80 just for us, though.
No, it would be like about 1.2 or 1.3, so it would be about 85 or 90
Okay.
Canadian.
Take a guess. Which company is keeping that same price?
I don't know. Ubisoft?
They already broke that rule with Shadows.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
EA.
EA?
E-fucking-A.
The company that's known for leeching money off of people.
Yes.
I
was watching a video from, I think it was like the Angry Joe show. And yeah,
Okay.
E-fucking-A is keeping their games prices. Jedi. Your little shitty fucking football games. They're
Madden.
ass. I don't care. And all the other EA games and such. Like
2K
Battlefield.
isn't
Even Battlefield is going to be the same price.
Oh.
If you think about it.
2K is not doing that for their games? What's 2K looking like?
2K? I think they broke that rule with 2K25.
Oh?
Yeah, I think it's up in
It's
price.
more?
Yeah, I think it's like
Standard edition?
Yeah, hold up. I'll actually go on the PlayStation app right now.
Because I have PGA Tour 2K25. I think no. I have 2K23.
Yes, bro.
I don't have 25.
$90.
$90. Well, that might be this. That's probably translated to 70 US. They may be maintaining.
No. For us, that if that was 70 US, it would be $80.
No. What? No.
Usually, that's how it was.
No.
Before.
It's about 1.2 USD to Canadian. 1.37, so it'd be even more. Look, it would be like over $96.
Okay.
So for Canadian or for
but
US people, it's actually less.
Okay,
than
you
70.
gotta understand the pricing is a little bit different when you go across the country borders. Like they figure out something.
I guess.
But that is still insane.
Yeah.
Plus taxes.
For Canadians, it looks bad.
Yeah.
But then again, us Canadian, it's really weird because Canadian minimum wage is it's double US Canadian or minimum wage, but at the same time, the currency exchange is USD is a third more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So for every 10, it's about $13 Canadian.
And it used to be 12 at a certain point.
It used to be lower than that. A few years ago, it was maybe 1.2.
Oh,
it was lower than that, but it's climbing because now it's up to 1.37. Soon they'll be at $1.50 for every Canadian or a US dollar.
Shit, man, I'm robbing an American bank. Catch me on heat too.
Essentially.
Dude.
But then again, said, look at it. We still have double minimum wage. So
it doesn't go far.
Minimum wage workers are technically making more here than the US, but we're not even considering living costs.
Yeah.
Living costs might be higher here.
They are, yeah.
If you look at it, depending on
if you're looking at fucking Cali, yeah.
Yeah, if you look at urban,
look at Wyoming or some shit.
Yeah, if you're looking at suburban, maybe it's probably more here than it is in the US. But if you talk urban, it's probably same, if not more, in the US. just because it's
And
more
because they're
attraction.
big, and they're big cities too.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like Toronto,
they're a country
you're
of concrete. They
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah. But like, there's so much suburban around here that it kind of takes up the most of Canada. So people just kind of rock up the prices because they can. But with the amount of cities in the US, there's kind of no point to raise prices because no one's going to live out there anyway.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to move to the city because that's practically all there is in the US.
I look at the fucking Google map sometimes, just look in the US.
Yeah.
There's just fucking roads everywhere, man.
Yeah.
It actually cooks with me. And then I look on Canada's map, it's just like right there.
They're like, we have the Trans-Canada Highway, they have the interstate, like, which just goes through every state essentially. And it's all because they're like, consider how big Canada is versus US. Canada is technically bigger because we have the territories.
Yeah.
But if we talk about population ratio with area, US outdoes us by like double or triple.
It's insane. Like, we are so spread out.
Yeah. Like, we're
so spread out and so concentrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we only, like, when we talk about what metropolitan areas, so like cities and towns, we might take up a third of our main provinces with actual metropolitan cities.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a third. With the US, they take up probably like I said, I'm not American, so I might be wrong, but I feel like they have to take at least 2/3 of each state with metropolitan areas. At least 2/3, because the states are so small.
Yeah.
States are so small.
Yeah.
You can probably drive from one state to the other in like an hour. But with us, it takes you 8 hours to drive through one province.
Yeah. Like, fucking drive through Ontario and Quebec.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man. That shit's ass.
Yeah. And then you look at European countries.
Oh my God.
That's the equivalent to the United States and their states.
Exactly.
You can drive an hour and end up in a different country.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I've talked to so many foreigners and they would just talk about like just going out of town for a day to a completely different fucking country.
Yeah.
And they speak the other language. Like, that's why Europeans know so many languages, man. Like, they're so close together. They don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. Like, you're not that big, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, like the difference between and kind of what outdoes it. Like, I mean, I don't know anything about politics, especially about what's going on right now, because I don't even want to bother. But maybe that's also raising up the value of the US dollar. But I don't know. Maybe with our current prime minister, maybe it'll fight back.
Hey,
I don't know.
He did save our country from the 2008 financial crisis.
Can he save us from this one? Good question.
Hey, he's part of the cause.
He kind of got us into this one.
Yeah, he got us into it. It's like, hey guys, whoa. I'll fix my mistake. Just give me 2 days on that.
Maybe let's get Polyev on the phone for him to copy his notes again.
I mean, that's basically what he did.
I watched the entire debate. Trust me, I seen it.
He just copy and pasted. Like, I mean, game is game, though.
Yeah.
Like, because that's all Polyev had, and he's just like, you know what? Just vote for me, man. I'll do that.
Halfway through, it was just like, whatever Polyev said, he was like, yeah, I agree. That's what I'm doing, too. It's like, oh, my God.
He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
Yeah.
We're locked in.
It's like, that's crazy. That's kind of how, that's not how parties work.
No.
That's crazy.
You're supposed to be like opposing each other's ideas, but you're just like, yeah, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get hired? You want a paycheck?
That's absolutely wild. Back on the topic, though, because I don't want to talk too politically. You know, this is not a political podcast.
There's no point, really. It's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, exactly. It's all mumbo jumbo. So for game prices, like I said, I don't know how long has this been going for, but like, it's actually insane that digital or deluxe or premium editions, why do they keep releasing those?
Well, people fucking buy them, though. That's the issue.
Like,
that's why, like, there's not really like a point besides money.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the prices, right?
They're releasing them and they're like, you know, as little as $130 to as much as like $200.
Them fucking Vault editions, bro.
The Vault edition was...
That shit was not worth it.
I don't think it was worth it.
No.
It only came with new, like, different skins and like a
Gobblegum
season
pack.
free Gobblegum
and
pack.
Black Cell, whatever.
Black Cell, that's right. But
Bunch
like,
of garbage though.
I don't think the value outweighed what you got.
That's like 110. That's
Maybe.
110.
Yeah.
I'd say 110.
Because like a season of Battle Pass plus Black Cell is probably at most $40.
Mhm.
And then the operator skins, like, yeah, maybe cosmetically speaking, maybe are valuable, but the way I see it, you don't get anything in the long run. So, yeah, like, the Vault Edition might have been worth 110, 120. But
20 is a little bit pushy, but
yeah,
we can talk.
but like Black Cell is if I'm recalling correctly, it's mainly cosmetic. Like,
It's all cosmetic.
there's nothing. There's no, like, you know, DLC weapons you get from Black Cell. It's just like, oh, look at this really cool looking skin. You got to pay more. Bro, what? Yeah, I didn't see the point of Black Cell. I just got the Vault Edition because I used to be that one guy when I had money, and I was like, oh, if I'm getting a game, I got to get the best one. And the thing is, so Doom Dark Ages came out, and that instinct is coming back to me. I'm like, I want to buy the deluxe edition, but I can't afford the deluxe edition.
Dude, don't do that. What I do is I buy the disc and then I'll buy the upgrade if I like it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Even though it does cost more in the long run.
Sometimes they include upgrades. Sometimes they don't. Like, usually it's like they upload the deluxe upgrade later.
What I do mainly is if a game's like DLC heavy,
Yeah.
like if we're talking about like a game like Payday, if we're talking about like Borderlands and whatnot, and it's DLC heavy, I'm gonna buy the full edition.
Yeah.
Like back when I bought Borderlands 3, I only got the deluxe edition. 'Cause it didn't come with everything, but there was going to be 2 years of season passes, so I was just going to wait till then. Guess what? Bought every DLC for $30 instead of $150.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Man. You gotta wait. With these deals, man, gotta wait.
The only reason why I can't wait is because I'm trying to make content on it while it's relevant.
Oh,
So when it comes to Doom Dark Ages, I'm trying to do my game streams back because I did that for Eternal.
yeah.
And I'm trying to go back to it. I want to start my weekly streams of Dark Ages. Thing is, I got to spend money.
Man, I had some fun last weekend because I was playing the Battlefield 6 pre-alpha. I wish I could talk about it, but all I'm gonna say, fun as fuck.
Yeah.
So fun. Even though the servers were shit, so fun. Oh my god, I let Maddie play some, I think, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I haven't been playing games overly too much.
no, you haven't. I've not seen you on COD.
No, I think I abandoned
I
it.
play that game more than you.
I
Can you
just
buy me the Vault
feel
Edition?
like I'm aging out of it, you know?
No, that's fair. Then don't get a PS5 Pro.
It's not that I'm aging out of PlayStation. It's I'm aging out of Call of Duty. Like,
Oh no, Call of Duty's just different now. That's why.
it's just, it requires so much time now to
Yeah.
get into it. Because if you don't spend the time to get into it, you don't get as much as you get from everywhere else. You know, you have to dedicate so much time to.
I don't know.
you
I'm decent at it, so I have fun. I have fun.
I mean, I'm good at Call of Duty. I am a veteran of Call of Duty.
Me too, bro. I've been playing for so long. Not as long as you, but for so
I've been
long.
playing since the first game got, like, not necessarily released, like
That
a
was your
few
first-
years after Black Ops
Yeah.
released.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about World at War?
No. Black Ops, not World
Oh,
at War.
Black Ops 1?
Yeah, like
I've been
Black
playing
Ops.
since Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1 came out.
Because I remember I met my bro and he had Black Ops 1, and we would just play that all the fucking time.
Black Ops 1 got released 2010. So yeah, I would have played Black Ops when it first came out. 100%. Yeah.
I didn't play when it first came out, but I think I played it halfway through its life cycle.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really, really good.
So yeah, I'm a veteran.
I was small, though.
I skipped Black Ops 3 because it was that area where first of all, my father was the one I played video games with, so I probably saw him less around Black Ops 3 timeline. And it was also the period of time where I was probably buying my own games, or like my parents were like not buying me that many games. So Black Ops 4 I played quite a bit, and then Cold War played quite a bit.
Oh, I love Cold War.
And Black Ops
People
6,
hate on me, but I love Cold War.
Cold War, it'd take a while for me to get into because I didn't like Outbreak at release, but I fucking love Outbreak. I wish Black Ops 6 had Outbreak.
That's the thing. People hated Outbreak. They found out
why. I
think it should be treated more of like a party trick, if that makes sense. Like a once in a while thing.
It should be a game mode.
I don't think it should be a main focus, so I think that's what it could be. I mean, I hope for maybe a crazy idea for the last story, like zombies map that we get from Black Ops 6's like life cycle. Maybe we get a big ass Outbreak map. Maybe that could tie in.
Well, the Outbreak map was supposed to be like multiple maps all in one, which was great. And it was big ass maps. Like, I really love that. That's how you knew they put a lot of work into it, you know?
They did.
What?
Some of those are from Combined Arms and Dirty Bomb maps. They were originally made for that, but I think some of them are for Outbreak, but they're reused assets. But yeah, they're not all original. It was more of like a beta test or like experiment. Like the Zombies team just put it out just to try it out.
Interesting.
But I would have liked to see an expansion of that. That would be amazing.
The one thing...
But I think they're trying to get that old flavor of zombies in people's mouth a little bit with the maps that they have.
The one thing though is for the round base for Black Ops 6, I wish they would revert back to starting with the 1911.
Yeah, without your fucking base weapon.
I don't like the loadout where you can just start off with an amazing weapon. I think that's way too overpowered.
Yeah, bringing dark matter into zombies, like, bro.
Yeah. Like, I think that, like, if we went back to always starting with the 1911, and there was no, like, oh, like, you can upgrade your gun and you start off no. Like, it adds, like, a skill instead of grind. Because if you just grind the game and you get a weapon that's like really good with a bunch of good attachments, then obviously you're going to clear. No shit.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
It does, but like that's kind of why they evolved it. That's the thing that it goes against on like why they're continuing zombies in this direction. Oh shit. Continuing zombies in this direction.
Yeah.
And stuff. So like I think you should start out with not a fucking AK with your dark matter skin, right? Yeah. With gunsmith on it. Should be just normal shit. Maybe they bring back the old arsenal system where you could, you know, switch the attachments.
Right.
Bring that back. And you can still do the normal grind that they want you to do, but they don't give you a piece of cake with it, you know, when you start out. Because a lot of what makes zombies amazing atmospherically is that you start out kind of helpless. And then maybe, you know, getting that gun off the wall, and it creates more of like a story synergy with it, if that makes sense.
It also creates a sense of skill and strategy.
Yeah.
Instead of just time played, you know?
I don't think it should be necessarily time played, but I think there should be some kind of grind because that's what they're doing. That's the direction they're going to take. But I do feel like they should still have some more strategy with it. Because right now you can just go.
Black Ops 6, I feel like was like the evolution in upgrading things, the mechanic that they kind of introduced. They went in the opposite direction, in my opinion. I liked the idea in Cold War of the crystals, because that was all based on actual skill. Like you would have to get through a certain amount of rounds. With the research, it's all time played. If I'm not wrong, it's all time played. You don't get anything from it.
I think they fixed an issue, but then broke the other fix. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because they were trying to fix that you're way too powerful, way too fast in Cold War.
Yeah,
but then they kind of ruined the feeling of the progression with the crystals. Right?
Yeah, like they removed the issue in being like, oh, you can just keep upgrading and upgrading. Now they're like, you can apply one minor upgrade and a major upgrade to each thing.
I like that system, but I don't like how you grind for that system. It's just XP. Yeah, and you get extra XP for using stamina up or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just XP. There's no like challenges. I wish you could do it like a challenge, like with like PhD flopper.
Or what about the
flop on this many things, or or use Sam to upgrade your.
Oh yeah, Sam. I never used Sam. Like I used
Black Ops 6.
I used the trials in Cold War.
Yeah, because they were broken. Let's be honest. Them shits were broken in Outbreak.
Well, especially when you got the break doors and break windows.
Yeah, on the ice map, the Alps.
Yeah, the thing is, the trial was good. Like, I like the trial. Sam, it's just not fun. Like, it's the same trial every time. If it's not PhD Flopper, it's it's PhD Flopper now, right? It's not Slider.
Yeah, Flopper.
It's Flopper.
But they added Slider as like, you can make it into PhD Slider.
Oh.
But it's Flopper out the gate.
Okay. Yeah, because now it's just like, kill enemies in this area. It's usually that. If like 9 times out of 10, it's that trial. It'll just be like, go to this area and survive this amount of time, or kill zombies in this area.
It's brainless.
It's nothing like special, like
I mean, it wasn't special in Cold War, but at least the reward felt guaranteed from my tedium.
Yeah,
right.
The thing is, it's not, in my opinion, it doesn't feel much different than the round based in Cold War. Like the round based in Cold War, if any, like I liked it. Like I like it more.
You like it more?
I like the maps in that a lot more than I like Black Ops 6.
Nah, man, I can't agree with you on that. I have to say,
the only map I can play on Black Ops 6 is the basic map, because it's
not
just
tried Terminus. Shattered Veil's a great map. I like that one.
Well, first of all, Citadel de Mor, I don't like. I don't like Citadel de Mor.
I'm not saying it's S tier.
Very like,
but it's great. It's a great map.
There isn't much space in the map.
Have you played Black Ops 1, 2, 3? That shit was so cramped.
No, not all the time. Yeah, like Kino der Toten was cramped because it was the first map released. But like you had like the moon.
What about Shadows of Evil?
Shadows of Evil. That wasn't crammed. Like Origins. That wasn't crammed.
Yeah, but it's more crammed than Citadel.
Yeah.
That's why they put all the good stuff in the castle.
Yeah, there's like some rooms that are kind of open, but it's like if you need to go somewhere, there's like one way to exit. There isn't like...
Well, there's a better way all the time, but there's multiple entrances to, I think, nearly every single room.
I guess. It's just like...
It's not S tier like everyone's been saying.
The Easter egg for that one's the easiest one.
What?
Citadel de Mor.
No, it's not.
That Easter egg is easy, like the most easy one.
No. Liberty is. By far, Liberty is.
I don't think Liberty is that easy.
Liberty is so easy. Citadel, you need somebody else with you to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
And the tomb one bugs out on me all the fucking time. I keep getting into this bug where it spawns me in the air slightly off from one of the places I have to be, so I fall down to the ground and die.
I haven't played any of that. I played Liberty, Citadel, and then The third one, whatever that
The
one.
tomb?
Wait. There's Terminus too.
Terminus,
right?
yeah.
Is it Terminus?
Terminus is amazing.
We didn't get the Easter egg for that one, did we?
We should do that.
Did we get it or not?
No,
I
we
can't
didn't.
remember.
We got Citadel and Liberty.
Did we like get close to?
Yeah, we got close.
That one?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then there was a fourth one then that I would have played. That one you like go to the ether.
Oh, the tomb.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the tomb.
That would have been the last one I played, and it's a really open map. I like it.
And the tomb is one of the more okay maps for Black Ops 6.
It's like decently open, but there's not really overly much unless you're doing the Easter egg.
Yeah,
like, there's nowhere to go really.
Yeah,
there's the ether that you can kind of jump around in for a little bit, but
and it feels kind of small.
It feels
like there's not much to see.
I agree.
Like I don't think a lot of budget went into that. Like if you look at Terminus, like there's different mining paths.
Terminus is actually like
it's very flavorful.
I like Terminus because there's the 2 levels. You know, like they got that open like starter or not the starter area.
When Terminus like came out, I knew Zombies was good again. Like that map really.
Liberty was still good.
No, it was good, but when they locked in a little bit with Terminus, I was like, okay.
I think Liberty was a really good start.
Can actually make shit.
Liberty was a good start, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, we all know what Liberty was for. It's for the Warzone players and everything, and for people to get into the speed of Zombies.
Liberty was the Black Ops version of that map with the map with the snow in Cold War. What's that one? The one with the green guy or the whatever. Which one? I can't remember what that one's called.
D Machine?
Yes, D Machine. I knew it's something German. D Machine. Liberty is
made by Black Ops. That's a Black Ops.
No, no. I'm saying it's like.
Oh, okay.
It's because that was the first map, right?
Oh, okay, yes.
I'm saying that it's got the same type of energy.
I like Day Machine better than Liberty Falls.
Oh man, it's pretty tied for
Easter egg. No, it's clearly Liberty wins, but just overall dicking around, I'm taking that.
I've never done the Easter egg for D Machine. Never. I just get the D Machine, and then I'm like, oh great.
It's nothing really you can do with it once you upgrade it and everything.
Yeah, all it is just like, oh, get all the like power ups for the D Machine, and then
that's it.
That's really it. Yeah. Which it's kind of the same on Liberty Falls. It's get the weapon and then do it.
Yeah.
Boom.
There's like a little bit of a story.
It just kind of they're first of all, they're starter maps, they're debut maps. They also are supposed to introduce you to a wonder weapon.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like, oh, here's the game, and here's the wonder
gun
weapon.
Was a very good idea to add, yeah.
And the fact that both wonder weapons are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And in a way, I'm not saying the D Machine is the exact same, but they are similar in concept.
I mean,
I'd say it's kind of tied. I like D Machine because there's a lot of good loot points, and the loot points are arguably better than Liberty Falls.
Those are always fun.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the trading spots. Because D Machine, there's the starter area that I pretty got well for training, and then there was the
airplane area.
The airplane area. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I was able to train
downstairs.
Not the
Quick Revive.
No,
or downstairs by the pack.
Yeah, down by the pack.
Yeah.
I was able to train decently down by the pack. Not great, but like decently.
Yeah.
Because
you're not meant
back
to be
when
down
the
there.
armor station existed, and you upgrade.
Oh man, I missed that. Low-key, I did.
It's really odd that they kind of split it off.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're like, oh well, here you upgrade your weapon, and then in a different spot you do other stuff. I wish that they kept the armor station as it was before. I mean, it's not like they removed anything, but did they keep the reload attachment ability?
No, that's what I miss. I miss that.
I wish they had that.
Me too. Because sometimes I get a fucking gun. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like this, but that sight hideous.
Yeah,
switch
exactly.
Like I don't want a fucking hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh my goddamn SMG, bro. I'm frying zombies, not a tactical military shooter. I'm helping the Afghans. I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, maybe I'm good.
But yeah, and they also got like now they decided, oh well, armor is now going to be a wall buy instead of armor station.
Yeah, I like that. I will say I like that better.
I'm indifferent because it's like, oh well, now it's points instead of scrap, and now it's the same type of scrap. There's no two different types of scrap.
I like less currencies. It keeps it more straightforward and simple.
I think, personally, Cold War, for means of getting fully upgraded, it took so much longer. You can easily get to legendary on your weapon and triple armor really fast. If you don't pack...
You are right. Yeah, it took me fucking forever.
It's like, what's it like, 4,000? Or no. It's, how much points for 3 armor? It's like 12,000 or something like that.
Oh, no, 15.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
I knew it was over 10. 15,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's not hard to get. That's like, I don't know, 10 rounds. 10 rounds in, you got that, and by that point, you probably have at least enough to get you to like epic, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair.
And with when you play Cold War, first of all, you know, you have to like your points, you don't have to delegate that to your armor. Now it's scrap, and the blue scrap you needed to upgrade past 2 armor and then past, I think, epic armor. Yeah. And that stuff would drop like every 50 zombie.
I honestly prefer the points. It's smoother. It's just smoother. Like, it's not necessarily like it's better. It just works better just to see. You know, like...
I don't know. I like the idea of blue scrap and it being like the thing you need to get to the fully upgrade. I felt
like they just added layers to it that they didn't need to.
I guess.
But I mean, that game was made in 10 months. So,
yeah, fair.
Like,
I think Cold War has got to be the peak Black Ops game in a long time. Since Black Ops 2, in my opinion. Cold War's the best regarding gameplay skill balance.
It's balanced. It's such a balanced game.
It's very balanced.
I have hopes of Black Ops 6. But Cold War still get a nice spot on my balls. I'm not gonna lie.
If they release Outbreak for Black Ops 6, I'll consider going back.
Dude, no, it's not happening.
If they do that, I'll consider going back because
fuck, man.
I loved Outbreak. Like, I got so obsessed with it because it actually was a difficult game. Like, it actually challenged you. Like, it'd be like because of the like RNG. It would give you a certain map with a certain mission, and some of the missions were fucking so hard to do on certain maps. Like
they were just made me clench my butt cheeks a bit more. I think they weren't hard, but
bro,
maybe clench them.
You're talking to me like we wouldn't spend like 8 hours playing Outbreak,
dude. Shit was fire though.
Yeah, and the thing is, what I love about Outbreak is that you can spend hours playing and only get just so far. At least you're not being like, oh, I'm playing Black Ops for like 4 hours and I'm like around 70 and I'm still spraying. Like, it's I like the idea of the rounds actually taking long. Instead of it being like, oh, train and then kill like 100. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, bro, I like spending like 20 minutes to an hour on a level on Outbreak, because we have to actually strategize, especially with getting Easter eggs in the maps and being like, if we don't get it here, we have to wait until the map shuffle again. I love Outbreak for that. And I think people will agree with me on that.
Amen. You're not wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. No. Mm-mm. I love Outbreak. I don't know. It's also, well, if I play too much, nah. Like, I can't play 3 times in a row like I could with a normal zombies map. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I also like, I don't know. I feel like Outbreak sometimes is just a little, like sometimes you have like that good vibe going with the nighttime and everything, and then fucking ass blasts you with into your eyes with that fucking shit map Armada. Remember that one?
Are you talking about the boat map?
Yeah.
Dude, that map, I hated that map, but I still kind of love that map.
On Combined Arms, that map is beautiful.
Yeah?
Oh my god, dude. I don't think you understand. Me and Dennis, we were playing Cold War when it first came out. People actually played that mode. We had so much fun. We played the beta like that, all of the betas like that. We had so much fun with that.
It's so funny because that map, I used to fuck around so much. Like, we would just get the boats and just try and, like, jump the boats, like, off things. Yeah. I'm like acting like I'm nostalgic about a game that was released like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But like,
I remember when they used to have the original Miami map for Combined Arms. That map looked fucking beautiful. Played like shit. Oh my god. To the point where now you can only play Miami Strike. You can't even play the Miami map. And then I think Crossroads. I think it's still in the game, but that one, it was okay. It was experimental. I think it works better as a Dirty Bomb map, but don't play Dirty Bomb.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. Black Ops 6 and Cold War,
I feel like people should be comparing Black Ops 6 to Cold War, not to the Modern Warfare games.
Oh yeah, obviously. They're two different fucking series, man.
But the thing is, people do, because now the Black Ops team is leading the development on the IW engine that they're using for their game, right? So that's why people compare the two, because Modern Warfare is also IW. So they talk about like gunplay and like feel and movement and all that stuff, right? And graphics as well.
Yeah.
But it should be always Cold War that you compare it to. Even though Cold War was built on the Black Ops 4 engine. That's why it's not as dynamic in its like reloads and stuff.
Fair. Yeah, I get that. I mean,
what?
I think it's, yeah, like I said, yeah, compare the two together, the two Black Ops. Because first of all, it's, you know, they're back-to-back games. We're seeing the evolution of them, right?
And the characters that are from them too, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the new Black Ops Zombies timeline. I miss
it's
the
been
old one.
Yeah. It's not been good, no.
I miss back when we had the good old quad. It's strange that it had to end like what? It ended in like the fourth
fourth Black Ops. Everybody shat on the ending. But yeah, the fourth Black Ops.
I don't think everyone shat on the ending.
That's what I heard.
The ending was pretty sad, and it was a good ending, but
people didn't like Black Ops 4 when it came out.
People didn't like Black Ops 4 because that's when they debuted the new like
Blackout.
No. Well, Blackout is a whole different thing. But like when it comes to zombies, that's when they debuted the like the gods zombies kind of stuff, or the what do you want to call it? Because they had the ether timeline and then like a different one, and that's when they were like, oh, here's a map where like the
was the Roman one
when you're on the ship.
Oh,
when you're on the ship and you play as either like a really big guy or a woman, or like it's like a heist crew, and you go to the Sentinel artifact, and
Sentinel artifact. We keep hearing that. That's part of the new zombies storyline as well.
oh,
Yeah.
I think
I'm not knowledgeable
no,
on that, though.
actually, that would have been the ether. I'm pretty sure that would have been ether related. If I remember how the maps looked, that would have been it debuting the ether, because it was like,
Okay.
oh, here's like some magical thing that would open up and start, the zombie apocalypse and whatever, I don't
Okay.
like, obviously it turned it into being like more scientific, but I think that's
I
There-
miss when they had it like that.
yeah.
Like, it was more of like dimensions and portals and all that shit.
I missed when it was just like, oh, here's the guy who like experimented
Yeah.
and made zombies, instead of it being like, oh, here's purple place. The ether. Here's purple
Honestly,
place
it
with a
looks
bunch of
cool as
crystals.
fuck. It looks cool as fuck. I love the ether.
I think the ether is pretty corny.
It's corny, but I like it. It looks cool. Like,
Yes. I don't know.
it just looks cool.
I think
It's
it's
not farming
goofy.
any aura, but it looks cool.
It's pretty
Yeah.
goofy.
Yeah.
I'm not
I mean,
a big
with
fan.
the one in the tomb, it's bad because the skybox, it's not a skybox, it's a fucking JPEG.
Oh,
It's a JPEG, bro. I could probably show you, but don't need
a
to.
JPEG.
Yeah, it's literally just a picture. It's not an actual
boy.
skybox with like any particles in there. If you spin around and everything, you look side to side, like there's no particles moving. It's just solid.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty like low resolution for the game too. Hold up. Like it's just a picture, bro.
What do you?
It's just a picture.
Uh,
All that shit there moves, nothing moves in the back.
So this is in the tomb.
Yeah, this is in the tomb.
Yeah, it's just a background
Yeah.
image.
Yeah, like you can even see it like that. See that? Like that shit moves. That's a 3D object. That's just a fucking 2D flat.
That's
JPEG.
hilarious.
Like it's actually disgusting.
Showing the camera. Yeah, it's a JPEG. JPEG background they did in Blender.
Probably using AI at this rate. Fuck.
Oh god, better not.
They have been using AI.
They have been?
They have been, yes.
I saw like one of the like
I know
loading
the
screens.
I know there's the loading screen. Like, I think it's just like inside cosmetic stuff. Like, that's given away for free. I hope that's it. But I know AI's not been used anywhere else besides their skill-based matchmaking.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It shouldn't be AI to use skill-based matchmaking. It should be like
It's an algorithm.
ratios and everything.
It's just an algorithm.
Strange.
Because it calculates your playtime. Do you leave a match? Do you not? How many bullets you shot? How many people you killed? Like, it calculates everything.
But why would we use AI for that?
I don't know. It's just automated. That's all I know. But maybe the AI
Instead of
favorite.
coding, you just
Well,
put AI in it.
yeah, and also, like, I think there's a thing that apparently if you buy a skin or a bundle, like,
Yeah.
they favorite you.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
telling me that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually confirmed, but that's been also a talk or something.
I mean, I've been placing pretty high in leaderboards. Maybe it's because I bought the Vault Edition. They're like, hey, yeah, your shots will actually do damage.
Oh, and the skill-based damage. Oh my god.
Skill-based damage, it's not a thing.
It's
a
not
myth.
it's not a thing at all. It's literally the servers. The
Yeah.
servers are that bad.
Well, yeah, like, skilled people are obviously going to play on, like, fucking...
It's not even
like,
that.
low fucking ping,
Yeah.
right? Like, they're obviously going to play, like, on, like, a fucking 100 gigabyte per second internet.
It's better now. Like, your shots actually do register. It's
Yeah.
just like on launch, this is not their engine. So they
Yeah.
don't know how to run the game. So it was a little bit of a shock, but yeah.
But yeah, tryhards obviously, like, they're going to look like they're doing more
Ever
damage
since
to you 'cause they
MLG,
just process.
online gaming's always gonna be sweaty.
And they're probably also playing on PCs where they could, like, you know.
Yeah, with crossplay. Yeah, it's just a point and click game.
Yeah.
Especially with a sniper.
Yeah. Because, like, the difference between the two being, like, well, first of all, I have adaptive triggers. So it's not just like click, 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 click. It's press down. I love adaptive triggers.
I know you do, but playing multiplayer like that, that's insanity.
Thing is, I do
If
it
it's
because
co-op,
I like to hold my finger on the trigger and not have to, like...
Are you like the buzz? You little fucking freak.
I like to hold my finger on the trigger and it not go off.
Oh, and put a little bit closer to your man cooch, like...
Flick the bean?
Okay, man. Okay. Yeah, okay.
No, I love the adaptive triggers. Just not in multiplayer.
I also like the recoil of it. Like, I like the feeling.
They do really not... Shit, I can't even talk about it.
But
Nothing.
are you not allowed to talk about Battlefield?
Nope. If this is getting posted...
You're not allowed to talk about
No.
it?
This is getting posted.
Would you sign an NDA?
No, not an NDA. I think I did sign a couple forms, though.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't be able to talk about it.
You could go on Reddit and see clips of it, though.
Well, yeah.
And I'll tell you what's real, what's not. But, yeah. No, that shit's... Move on from that.
Move on from that. We're talking about the evolution of games. That's what the topic of today is. Evolution in games, whether it be prices or quality. It's
Yeah.
kind of where we're going at.
Quality... I feel like that for quality, it's been the opposite. Games have been getting cheaper for quality.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Like,
The games have quadrupled, if not more.
oh no, I'm not talking about the AAA.
in the
I'm talking
last
about
10
like I'm
years.
talking about like the best games you usually find these days tend to be like indie developers or something a bit more cheaper, right?
Yeah, I guess indie games. Yeah,
But like,
indie games are still like $40. A $30-$40 indie game is usually good
dude,
ones.
that's only 3 hours of my life.
What?
That's only 3 hours of my life.
No, I don't mean like a fucking a 3-hour indie game. Like you look at
No, I'm talking
Phasmophobia.
about the money.
What? Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah, okay, okay.
It's only 3
But
hours.
like
of my
you
life.
look like Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia, if I'm not wrong, was somewhere around of $30 to $40. That game, oh man, you could spend so much time playing that game, and it's all based on skill. There's no playtime revolved in it.
Yeah.
You literally can't. You can cheat, but like it's all based on skill. Unless you know what a ghost is without seeing any evidence, which that takes a lot of time, and it kind of destroys the whole like enjoyment of the game.
If you just try hard and you know those people that go around the fucking table.
Well, that's not what I mean. What I mean is like walking in being like, huh, this is placed weird. It's obviously a gin. It's like, you know, it's fuck off. You're cheating. Like,
Yeah.
you're lying.
I think my farts are smelly over here. I think it's the demon.
Like what I love is like, oh, it might be poltergeist. Let's pile everything up, and then it explodes a polty bomb, and we're like, oh my god, it's a poltergeist. It happened once on, if I'm not wrong, it happened on stream. If not, I have a clip of it. But yeah, like I love moments like that where it's like, oh, you actually found the ghost because you paid attention to like the abilities.
Yeah.
Right. And they're adding more stuff. It's great. Like that game is a good example of, hey, let's give you a game that you could spend a long time playing, and it comes with more and more updates. And it only costs you $30 to $40, and you don't have to spend any more money.
But-
There's no in-game currency. There's literally, unless they do it now, which I would hate the developers for doing it.
They might though.
No. I don't think they would.
I don't think they would
I
want
think
that, but I think maybe their publishing
because
company.
there is technically an in-game currency, but you only get it from doing like, you know, the guessing the ghost rate
it
and stuff like
doesn't
that.
have money being put into it, like really.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I mean. In-game purchases. They don't have any of that. They don't have any DLCs, nothing of the sort. If they stick to that, they will maintain a good fan base. They'll maintain a good platform. they're not making a lot of money because they're not getting any more money out of their players.
Yeah.
But the whole point is growing your audience, not taking more money from your audience.
I mean, this might be a take, but if live service games were treated like that and they were charging me the $90 price tag, right? You know, like how they're fucking going up in price or whatever, I will pay that high price if you don't put this bullshit cosmetics and everything. If you just make the game and you update the game with a fantastic shit.
If we want to talk about games that have like a lot of stuff to do, let's talk about Minecraft. Minecraft is still going as it is, and is like what? How much is Minecraft? Like maybe $30. It's still going
cheap,
and you can there's there's multiplayer services that you do that's like, you know, you have to spend like $10 a month to do a realm, or like you can do a server, an external server.
$30. No, even cheaper.
$27.
$27.
That game, there's no mandatory or like actual beneficial in-game purchases.
No, it's just cosmetic. It's just like
there's cosmetics or there's add-ons or whatever that are. It's all community based.
And if you play it like on Java, you can make your own, right?
Yeah. It's all customizability. So like you can spend money for stuff that people actually created themselves. It's not gonna be any like beneficial to the actual game unless like you want to spend money for that, which it actually gets you something. Like I spent money on some plugins for the server because they actually do good, and it was a few dollars, a one-time purchase. But the thing is with that is that, you know, it doesn't have $100 price tag on it.
Yeah.
You know, a recurring updated game that is based on community.
Yeah, I'm going to say the community really carried Minecraft through some years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
none of that XP bullshit that Ubisoft does.
I think the Ubisoft XP is not that bad. Because isn't it based on like achievements or something? Like, what is it based off of? Ubisoft Club?
I'm not talking about the club. I'm talking about the actual paid DLCs.
Oh.
You can buy XP tokens and shit.
Oh, what?
And you can buy like gear.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is horrible because that's just pay to win.
You can buy, I think you get like skill points, in like Odyssey and whatever. Like with a pack or whatever.
I feel like I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and buy currency, I think there is. Yeah.
There's insane. That, and then there's 2K.
That's insane.
2K and their what's it called? Their points to up your stats. You can just spend money.
God damn
BC,
it! Don't
that's
even
right.
get me started on fucking 2K, dude. That shit's ass.
I don't know if PGA Tour is that bad.
No.
I don't think it is. I think the 2K actually did a good job with PGA Tour. It's one of my favorite sports games, and that's how you know I don't play sports games. I will say, I like Playgrounds, but Playgrounds is pay to win. You can buy the entire roster for like $40. You can buy the entire roster.
I mean, the game's cheap. It's not like you're paying fucking $90 Canadian for a fucking pay to win game.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they charge money for 2K at this point.
I don't know.
I don't even know how they make money like that.
They should just have a recurring updated game. Like, I don't understand why games like that release a new year every time.
No,
I like that 2K skips
money.
a year. 2K skips a year. PGA Tour, I mean.
Yeah.
PGA Tour skips a year. They did 21, 23, and then 25. That's reasonable because you're giving a little bit of time. Thing is, you know, with Madden, with MLB, with 2K.
Well, they make a lot of their money from microtransactions, so why not make 2K free or a one-time purchase, right? So you join in 2K at whatever time,
like a portal, like Call of Duty.
Yeah, but you just buy it one time. You just buy the
and
portal.
Like maybe a base upgrade price for the new update if needed, maybe.
Because but the thing is, if you make it free,
yeah.
you're gonna bring way more customers buying your fucking packs in VC.
I don't think the game itself should be free. I think
No.
that the game should be a recurring updated.
Yeah.
And if anything, like said, if they like come up with some like actual crazy, innovative update, not just the same game with a different roster.
You know, if it's the same game with different roster, but like if it's like 2K25 where they added a bunch of animations and they fixed up a few things with that's
I think
warranted.
maybe if anything, I believe the furthest they could do is they do an upgrade, or they charge you $10 for an upgrade or something, or for like better graphics and like a new like a yearly, like almost like a season pass kind of thing. That's like $10 because they worked on some new graphics. Because like sports games don't need a whole new game. It's a game about a real life thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just basketball, or it's hockey, or it's baseball. All you are changing is the roster.
The font. It's literally just a font change every year.
Well, the thing is, you're changing the roster because players will go to different teams, and maybe you're changing animations, or you're changing like sponsors, or maybe you're changing graphics. If they haven't even really changed graphics in a while.
With 25 they added a few things. Like it's just animations, but graphics wise, it's been the same since I'd say 23. They've looked pretty similar since 23. Because
I know PGA Tour 21 and 23 are essentially the same regarding graphics. I don't know about 25. I don't have it, which is funny because they have Tiger Woods as the face. He must have made a comeback or something. I must have missed it.
Yeah, he did.
I must have missed it. I haven't been keeping track, but
yeah, people still fuck with Tiger Woods.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still kind of fuck with him, even though he was what he was. But I don't think
what cheating, right?
Yeah. Cheating on your wife and then her bashing your windows in with a golf club.
Shit, that's poetic.
That's hella poetic, yeah.
It's poetic, my boy.
It's
not that deep.
Him being a cheater doesn't keep him from being the best golfer.
Nah.
He wasn't even that good, though. When he came back, he was kind of ass.
Hey, I'm still waiting for La Bonbon to go in that Diddy trial.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
LeBron's not on the Diddy trial, but I hope he is because he's been like, ain't nobody like a Diddy party, like on live.
He still does that?
No, but he did before.
Yeah, I know. I remember when he did that.
If he can still ball up like that while getting his balls fondled, hey, gotta appreciate that. Hey, maybe he signed a fucking Devil's contract with Diddy. That's why he can still play NBA basketball level.
Maybe.
Them knees not fossilizing, my boy. Like, fuck, man. Yo, what that? Rootwear. You get that rootwear. A bev. In fact.
There's only so much left.
Well, there's only so much I want. The whole thing.
Don't look at me like...
Yeah, right.
I gotta leave some for me, brother.
I'm just saying.
So going more into, like I said, evolution of games. So sports games, like I said, they have not really evolved very much recently. And like I said, we don't believe that they should be, as much money as they are. So kind of to wrap up the video, not like we're ending in like 5 minutes, but kind of to wrap up the video after we've kind of talked about everything.
The conclusion paragraph.
Well, I'm trying to make a loop. So we started talking about what we're doing with Temperate Times, moving on. Then we went into the topic. Now I kind of want to circle back and be like, okay, let's conclude. Let's give everyone kind of clarification where we're going. So I kind of want to let everyone know where we're going, what you are expecting. So I told you what we've been doing.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now. Now I'm going to try and give you a little future tense, kind of, leave you off with what's to come. So I'm going to open up on the computer here for us to see, and I'll read off. I have...
They can see that?
They can't, no.
Take fuck.
So we have some video ideas. And I want to see your opinion on video ideas.
Oh, man. It says go back to hot sauce.
Yeah. That being the main idea for the podcast.
My butthole. What about my butthole? Gonna give me a
Sacrifice it for content, brother.
Where the paycheck at?
Eventually, when we get to monetize, I'm not kidding. If you
Playing with your ass.
if you get to this point where you monetize, you'll get money off of this.
Okay.
Or making money off of Twitch or whatever, like stream donations.
Okay.
I'm a fair boss.
Hey, dude, I'm not worried about the money. I'm just worried
I
about
literally
my
had
butthole.
employees sign contracts.
Dude, I don't need
when they
that.
got
I
paid.
just don't want my buddy hole.
Yeah, don't worry. And when we start monetizing, which I'm like, all I need to monetizing, that's gonna take a little bit. All it's really is subscribers, and I've been climbing. Just I haven't uploaded in a while, so I can't go anywhere.
Consistency for that, though.
Yeah. So once I get more consistency, I'll begin to climb back again. But like I'm almost to the point where I can do channel members. Which, not saying that I'm going to get channel members, but like I can accept, like, how you could do super chats in YouTube, like donations in the comment section, and channel members, like $1 a month subscription to make my own little icon next to your name when you comment, or like see like exclusive videos. It's like a Patreon for YouTube kind of idea.
I've hated that YouTube added that.
I think it's decent if you do like $1 a month.
Just do Patreon, bro. Just leave it at that.
The thing is, I would do Patreon for stuff that isn't accepted for YouTube. But if it's like, I'm uploading unedited content, then I might as well just do a channel member.
Fair enough.
Instead of Patreon. Because like I don't want to have to upload it onto it, like maintain content on another platform. Like maybe if I'm like shitting myself on camera, maybe I might have to upload it to Patreon. But if like cold ones where they're like vomiting on camera, obviously they can't have that on YouTube, so they put it on Patreon. Or like they're like shoving stuff up their ass or something.
Dude, nothing of that sorts is happening behind the cameras even.
Yeah,
my boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave my booty all alone.
Exactly. So so anyways, so yes, go back to hot sauce. That's what I intend to do for the podcast. So once a month for the podcast, which I intend the podcast to be about around 2 to 4 a month. So like maybe weekly, every other week kind of idea. And once a month doing an unboxing while we do the podcast, back to when I used to with my buddy Cole. Kind of going back into that. I miss doing that. Another one was international foods. So I tried doing that with AJ. Like said, he took them all down, so they're not available anymore. But I intend to go back to doing unboxing for international foods. That being one of, like said, the Temperate Times show is going to be relatively the same. Mm-hmm. It might be like, either once a week or once every other week. It would be like podcast episode, Temperate Times show, kind of like in a pattern. That's until I figure out like making my other shows to go on the channel. That's kind of where we're at. Like I do like a podcast airing in the middle of the week and the show airing on the weekend or something like that, right? Another one was doing cooking shows.
What we cooking?
Well, that depends. So I've had ideas for a long time. So I had the idea of doing cheese.
You want to make cheese?
No. Making stuff with cheese.
So we're just gonna be doing the TikTok baking things because that every one of those has cheese.
No. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, like buying like international, like foreign cheese, and then trying to make like Canadian dishes with that cheese,
with like poutines and stuff.
Yeah, like like blue cheese or like I don't know the names, but like different cheeses from different places, from different origins, and trying to use it into different dishes. Just because there's such variety of cheese, I'm like, there
is, yeah.
Like that would be an interesting concept, a cheese show. Okay. That's one. The other one was just like either doing like, I don't know, like cooking competitions or baking competitions, but like themed, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
But I didn't make it that far. I just kind of riffed off and was like, oh, here's something that's relatively relevant.
Yeah. Trying every item on the menu.
Yeah. So doing like a, Moist Critical type tier list kind of idea. Like doing like, oh, we're going to order every burger from McDonald's or every burger from Burger King or kind of idea and ranking them all, right?
Rounds?
That would be one. But imagine how many restaurants there are, and that's how many videos there would be of that. Like you could make a pretty solid video ranking every meal off of a menu. It would be costly.
And I guess I could also give my other side of the country perspective because shit moves a little bit different for restaurants. Like Wendy's, we don't have all those drinks that you guys have here.
But like that's what I'm going to try and do with international foods. Yeah. So when we do international foods, I'm going to make sure that we do a tier list with those as well. So I'm going to make sure so if someone saw those videos, you would have seen it was Snack Crate. They have now canceled shipments to Canada. So I'm switching.
Is the tariffs and shit? Please don't tell me this out.
Probably. Fuck. So there's another company that does the exact same thing. They're called Universal Yums. It's same pricing, basically, same product. It's just a different company.
I thought you were joking when you put that in.
Oh, I put in the company. Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah,
Universal Yums. Okay, all
it's right. The other company that does the exact same idea with like a monthly box of being from a different country and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Snack Crate and them are pretty much the same. They're the only two that do that kind of stuff. Ranking restaurants, brands, etc. So that's kind of the same idea with the trying every item. So like, trying like poutines from different restaurants and ranking them, or trying chocolate bars and ranking the brands off chocolate bars, kind of idea, right?
Okay.
Video game tournament. So that was an idea that we tried to use for the 24-hour stream. But we kind of released that idea really late.
Yeah.
That it was kind of hard to build that before. But I figured it might be possible if I actually market it better.
Yeah, little tournament just start out or something like that.
Also with the fact that if I actually talk around to people now that I kind of know more people, but yeah, like a video game tournament, whether it be like a lot of people and we don't, we're giving away money or something, or it's just like we're just playing,
just dicking around,
yeah, right, reacting to Reddit. That is the most relevant thing now. And I was like, that might be like an easy video to make, easy video to pull. Just kind of looking through like, r/nice guys or r/am I the asshole.
Even better idea.
What?
You should have just a video. We don't need to make a series.
Yeah.
Of reacting to YT Shorts and their comments. And Instagram Reels and their comments.
Well, I already have react to videos on that.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So that was kind of my idea with reacting to videos, because like I'm all for transformative content. So when it regards to watching YouTube Shorts, my whole idea on that would try to be transformative, try to react and actually provide
not the actual
to
YouTube
use.
Shorts. It needs to be the comments as well.
The
'Cause
comments?
The comments are so fucking brain dead.
Yeah.
They're so brain dead.
It's I reacting content is when it regards to other people's content. I'm trying to dance around for now until I figure out how to actually create transformative content.
Yeah.
You know, if you know Jack's films, he does reactor bingo, where he watches like Sniper Wolf
Yeah.
and criticizes how she doesn't react at all, right? So I'm trying to be transformative, you know. Reacting to Reddit is, you can be very transformative because you're allowing to provide your own insight into situations. Like, I'm just getting into a YouTuber named Coop Noop. He makes like
I've heard of him.
satirical cringe content, and he has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of r/nice guys, or like viewer submission creepy texts, stuff like that. His videos make me laugh so hard. He's naturally funny, and I think we would be, if anything, if we were doing that, we go more in the realm of like modern Smosh is doing Reddit stuff as a collective group, and it would be more of a podcast thing, not a short form. It'd be like, oh, we're doing a weekly podcast, and we're like, we would do it in like patterns. So we do, one's a Reddit, one's a hot sauce, one's a current event, and then one's something else, right? So that's if we were doing weekly, then I would do a theme for every video, you know, so that we don't get too repetitive, you know, trying to keep some variety.
Yeah, keep spice going.
Exactly. Right.
No, that makes sense.
Trying mobile games, free games, poorly reviewed games.
I love that idea. I'm telling you right now, we have the Google Play Store. There's some garbage on there. There's some fucking garbage, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I bet I could probably find us some apps that are not in the Play Store that are pretty shit, too.
Yeah, because, I think that would be interesting. Like, that would definitely be, like, more in the range of Temperate Times, the show, or the Temperate Times show, in being like, oh, we played, like, 0% reviewed games, or, like, you know, stuff like that. Or we played free games on Steam, like poorly reviewed free games or something like that, you know?
Oh, God, man. Everybody
Or
has
like
miserable
$1 games. We'll just go like all the like a games page and sort by least reviewed, find the like least reviewed game on Steam. I think that would be an interesting video. Or like PlayStation, like look up like free games on PlayStation. There's some wild ones.
There's
some AI generated games on the PlayStation Store already.
Tralala.
No.
It's a fucking shark that has legs.
Yes, I know Tralala. Yes, I know that.
There's a video game on the PlayStation Store.
No.
I'm not even fucking with you.
That's the kind of stuff that we could do videos on. 100%. If we, like said, some of this stuff could be interchangeable with doing like streams that could be edited into like just based off of what I watch, like more of the Crispy Concords kind of way. What?
We have to watch Tubi movies.
Tubi movies?
Yeah, Tubi original.
The thing is, if we do, first of all, for that, recording them would be one thing I have to find a way around.
But that's an idea, man. I'm saying.
I think that's not a bad idea.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. If anything, we would do like a, you know, Elvis the Alien or like Drew Gooden or Danny Gonzalez type way where we watch the movie and we like try to find like either like manage to record or find clips and do like a review of it and kind of like make jokes about it. Like, you know, like movie review videos, right?
Yeah.
Not like, you know, the nostalgia critic kind of, you know, more like comedy reviews, right? In the more spectrum of that, but that would be its own series, I think. I I already have like a review series called A Deeper Look, but that's for book reviews.
I feel like you should make Deeper Look like your brand for like the good reviews or the shit that matters.
Yeah, the serious
and
reviews.
then have the garbage ones just be the bad ones.
I'll think of it.
And we will
eventually.
We'll watch fucking YouTube movies. We'll watch anything that's garbage.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that would be an interesting series. I didn't have that in the list, but react to videos is pretty loose. React to videos, poor movies, stuff like that. So that the next one, Impractical Jokers inspired video. So that one is, first of all, I'd have to think a lot harder about it. Because first of all,
it's a fine line to be walking on.
It could be possible. It also could not be. I'm thinking more in the realm of like, not as much of in real life. Like maybe. Like if so, it's like more of like not Impractical Jokers. It's more like oh my gosh, what's the name? It was a Montreal-based show.
Just for Laughs Gags.
Just for Laughs.
Oh, dude, man, that was so good.
I love how you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Dude, I used to watch that shit on YTV sometimes.
Me too.
So good.
So I would be more in the realm of Just for Laughs, but like made into kind of an Impractical Jokers. So it'd be like we do a funny circumstance and you kind of have to play around with it, not like pissing people off for the sake of being funny. I'm not that kind of person. Impractical Jokers was like kind of leaning on that, where you were pissing people off to a degree, but like most of the time it was just you were being wild in public and it was just a game of chicken.
Yeah.
Which that's where I'd want to be in the realm of. Like we just tell each other what to do, and it's just a game of embarrassment. Like I don't want to do a video of us just pissing people off. That's the last thing I want to do. This channel's all about integrity, right?
Yeah, because I don't want that's why I gave you weird look for that, because I don't want to be getting in the way of people's lives.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I absolutely do not mean being a piss off. I mean more in the realm of, like said, just straight embarrassment.
Like going into Taco Bell and be like, nah, dude, let me get that fucking taco right there, dude. That's $6.99. Like, do that shit. And just like some stupid shit like that. Like, that's harmless right there. You're just being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
Like not being like, go over to that guy's meal and slap it on the floor, right?
Yeah.
No. Well, I would set a rule
or trip and take a bite. Like
no, yeah. I would set a rule and be like, hey, you can't do anything that would like actually piss that person off and make, because like you can get killed by doing stuff like that in some places. Not saying in Fredericton of all places, you could like you meet the wrong person, you'll get hurt. I don't want people to be inconvenienced, and I don't want to put someone in danger, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, like I said, it's more of a game of embarrassment. Like, go and order this, but you have to sing it to this song or something, right? Like, or like go into the middle of a grocery store and like start dancing like a ballerina or something like that, like it's stuff like that, like hidden camera embarrassment. Or if it's like Just for Laughs, it'd be like, oh, like this would be longer in the run if I was able to do it, but like how the punishments was like you have a slideshow they have to go along with. It's like more in the realm of that, where like you're playing off.
I just don't want to be a public nuisance, like dancing around like a ballerina. People just should be like, the bill's that low? Goddamn.
Well, yeah, that's just like said, it's not your inconveniencing it. Yeah, someone's just going to give you a weird look, and that's kind of the whole point.
Fair enough, yeah.
Right? And yeah, like, I'd rather do it in that way. Like if it's not that way, I would do it in like, I don't know, like Discord servers, doing Impractical Jokers in Discord servers, like trolling people.
Or like on game.
On game?
On a video game.
That'd be interesting.
Because, like, if you rage bait on a game, that's not causing harm to anybody. Like, everybody knows it's a game, like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, fair.
Just don't going on there and then, like, with the N-word, but, like...
Obviously. I understand that.
But, like, be like, actually...
the accuracy on this gun is 96.3.
Right? Like
Yeah.
some stupid shit. In there.
That or what is it like? Calling. Impractical. If like, this is dancing on a line, but like prank calls.
Yeah, that's a fine line. I don't know about
It's
that.
a really fine line.
We're gonna have to brainstorm really hard. Not
Yeah,
to do
you would.
some
It
stupid
would.
shit.
You would have to really like,
Yeah.
really go on a boundary of harmless for prank calls. Because I think that's definitely possible. Like you could definitely try and find a way of daring for prank calls. Just because like I said, you are inconveniencing that person, but not to the degree that you're like you could be harming yourself or them. Because
I still wouldn't really go down that realm.
Yeah.
Is that
Or like scammers, like prank calling scam departments.
answering prank scam calls?
The thing is, you can just call scam departments, like look up scam phone numbers and just call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my okay rule.
Okay, rule.
That's all you say.
Okay.
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 And you just keep saying that.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your credit card information?
I actually, I just had a magical idea. What if we found, and this is me
What?
brainstorming on video right here, but what if we did a video like I said, this could be a series that could just whatever, but where we like find scam lines, call them, and we have to. It's in a practical joker's way where you're told to do what to say on the phone call, and
like then issue comes in as security. But if we get like the right shit set up, then I think we should do that.
Well, yeah, like first of all, no caller ID. That's a basic one, but like also like double layered like VPN style kind of stuff, right?
But that is an idea. That is it.
But also going more into that, but the goal of the game is to maintain the time of the call. Whoever stays on the call with the scammer wins, or opposite, whoever gets the shortest call.
That's a fire idea.
Yeah.
Yo,
No one better be stealing this idea from me.
yo,
But,
that's a good idea, bro.
that, or like I said, this could be interchangeable with other stuff in the regards of like it's all based on like how long you can have a conversation with someone, being told what to do and whatever. I think that's definitely something. Yeah, 100%. Because at least it's harmless because it's a scammer they're calling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
We wrote that down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Another one was just live streaming Jackbox. I think that's an easy win for weekly streams.
That's a yes.
I first of all would have to find a group. So like, for example, like me, Kaylee, you, Maddie, Avery, that's already 5. I think that's a decent group to start with. I think that as long as we can get like 5, because 4's decent, but when it comes to like playing Quiplash, it's good to have at least 5. So
I agree with that. Yeah.
If we make sure that we have a solid group of 5 to do streams for like whether it's weekly or whatever, right? I think that would be solid. And then bingo video. So what I mean by that is like, going more like YouTube Shorts bingo. Have you ever seen YouTube Shorts bingo before?
No.
No? Do you not watch? Okay, you need to watch Crispy Concords because he does that. But like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels bingo, where it's a bingo board
Of
and
like what happens?
the spaces or stuff that you find in your algorithm.
Oh man,
That'd be solid.
So
That's
we're
what
using
I
my
mean.
reels for that.
Well, we would have to use each other's algorithms and try and find that stuff. Or going on an incognito tab, like making a new account and trying to find those. And you have to use the algorithm to your skill to get to the bingo.
Interesting. Okay.
Or we could take our algorithms together and combine them and make it a bingo card.
Or make a bingo card for each algorithm. So for yours,
Yeah.
for mine, for somebody else.
Thing is, I would rather try and mix it up. 'Cause it's not like I don't have much far off.
Yeah.
You have pretty bad, but like mine is still arguably kind of bad.
Nah, I say yours is just stupid.
Mine's still intelligible. It's understandable.
It's understandable. I have literal hieroglyphics, and people tell me that the government's controlling my brain. Like, I'm some fucking schizophrenic shit.
Man.
Like, I literally watch what Kanye sees.
Oh, probably. I'm going to only imagine.
Like, I'm being dead ass with you on that one.
So that's essentially all the video ideas that we
future
have.
tense, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I have other stuff. Like I want to make a game show. Whether it doesn't have to be like different people every episode, but kind of like a just something to throw in.
Yeah, just throw it into the pot and everything. Yeah. I see you.
That could, whether it be like just the Temperate Times show or its own thing. Because I've always had an idea of a show called Death Wish, where it's trivia based. If you get it right, then you choose whether to take the points or give it to someone else. And the reason why is because it could be negative or positive points that you get. The whole thing around that was that if it was a negative, you have to take a dab of hot sauce, or if it was a positive, then you get a reserve of a glass of milk.
All right.
That's why, because like I said, the theme of my whole brand is a lot like spice and stuff like that, right? So I wanted to remain on that. That's been an idea for a long time.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
We film us playing Battle of the Beings.
Well, yeah,
But add on top of that, if you take damage,
Oh my God.
hot sauce. If you have to use stamina, you do jumping jacks or whatever, like a bit more interactive.
Interesting. I mean, first of all, I'm still brainstorming tips, like stream tips for kind of stuff like that.
But I think that would be an idea. I'd actually do that with you.
Interesting.
Stream the game that you made.
Well, I'm definitely going to record the game. I'm definitely doing that 100%. I've wanted to do it for a long time.
And then we could
I'm
do
doing
like an
it now.
after action report to each episode of what happened to the characters and then previously on. Yeah,
Right.
Dude. Honestly, we
I
could
think
do that.
it would be great. It would bring attention to the game. It would also be,
It's
great
fun too, yeah.
to see, right? I'm like I said, we're getting together the group at some point. It might, we might be able to start today. Maybe I record the first one today. If it is, then it'd be you, Kaylee, and Avery at the least. Maybe Josh as well. If we get the 4, then it's great. I wish Maddie wasn't gone. By the way, it didn't sound like she was doing anything else.
No.
She didn't go to St.
She didn't know what was exactly happening or how the plan was going. So it was pretty down low. But hey, she's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, at some point, whether it be, I don't know, during the week or next weekend or something like that, I want to start doing Battle of the Beings. It'd be great to do it weekly, 100%. Doing a couple hours, just couple hours of playing it a week. And like I said, I got the board and everything. All I got to do is
get it going.
Yeah, essentially that's all I really got to do. And bada bing, bada boom. It'd be great to have it recorded because I'd love to record it so I could look back myself, but also for people to be like, oh my God, this game's actually fun seeing it in real life.
Plus, it's just interesting seeing somebody beta test their own shit.
And something I love is campaigns merging. I have done that a lot with my game in beta testing, but like having people's campaigns merge into the other. So regarding these maps, that could be like, it's like playing on a multiplayer world kind of way. I like this person's campaign, as long as they join, like, first of all, like, say for example, because like I said, we 5 people in the party, technically. Say, you know, the 3 of you, Kaylee and Avery, start the map, and you travel off. If Josh and Maddie were to join your party off start, they would just spawn where you guys left off.
Okay.
If they started their, say, you know, they started their own campaign, it would have to be a separate map. And then if one of them wanted to travel to the other map, it would, first of all, they would require a map to buy in game, and then they would travel to the other map to where those people are.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it'd be. I've done that, or it's like, well, before I made the whole idea of maps and stamina, it was just like, oh, well, they will just go and meet the other people where they are left off at, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, combinations, like kind of in universe, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out for the video. We just gotta first get people joining it, and that will be chill.
Well, yeah, like said, we'll have. I'm definitely going to maintain at least 3 players per session, you know, due to the fact that it's 5 players per party. But the way that I'm going to have it is that, I don't know if I said this to you, but when players start off, it's like, for example, if we were to start without Maddie and Josh, their characters wouldn't be loaded in yet. So they're not set in stone. Yeah,
you told me about that.
Yeah. So you can still edit your character until you start the game. Once you guys start off, say, I don't know, Avery is not able to play, but she's already loaded her character into the campaign, and then say, you know, Maddie or whatever plays. Avery's character, she can opt in to have the administrator play as her.
Okay.
To gain her XP and sort. If she opts out, then anything the party does, she's not included in, including combat, including XP, including everything else. So she would essentially like void out of the game until she's able to play again.
Okay.
So it'd be like AFK grinding if you opt in, but it's at the expense of the administrating possibly getting you killed while you're away.
Yeah.
So you can technically AFK grind if you're confident enough in the administrator to play as you. That's my alternative. And that could leave potential for opted in players as a NPC or administrator played character to be resurrected by another player. So while that player is AFK or away from the game, and a dead player plays as their teammate.
Oh, during like them being away?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So like, you know how I have it so that they can, you know, take the body of the NPC while they're dead until revived. I might, you know, allow that where you could play as a teammate who's opted in for AFK playing. So the instead of the administrator, it's a dead player. That might be possible. But yeah. But yeah, no, 100%. Like, you know, we'll see, obviously.
Exactly.
If it's not today, it's another day. But I just, now that I finally, like, published the last update, there's nothing else I need to add to it. The only stuff that's needed to be added is, like, big stuff that's going to take a while to think about.
Expansions, yeah.
Like the combat abilities that I have to really think about that. Like that's not just like poof, oh my gosh, idea, because that's all that this big update's been. It's been like boom idea, and I just write it. Combat abilities, I have to be like, okay, I have to think numbers, right? And that's
balancing in general.
Yeah. So that's a whole different thing. And right now, I'll beta test it with this campaign by allowing players to like maybe think of their own moves. Maybe I'll see. If so, I'll have to kind of play with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like I've pretty much solidified everything. I'm ready to start the campaign, and yeah, like, you know, I'm pretty excited. That's for sure.
Dude, I'm down there with you. I ain't gonna lie. We
Exactly.
I'm down to do this.
I even got like little wooden pegs for like enemies. If you see over there. Got little colored pegs for the combat board and everything. Made sure they were in different colors for like multiple enemies and such. And then I'll probably do like a digital copy so that I can kind of track like HP and stuff like that on the board.
Yeah, just get a spreadsheet for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have that, and then we have our game like the character models. Need to get one for Maddie, or Maddie can take Avery's older one. I might get
We'll see.
a gnome.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. Well, I'll take a peek at game, so look at some that make sense. Like, I don't think I'll find an Angelborn time mage. I mean, if you wanted a guy with a staff, then you could probably find a guy with a staff there. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I think those character models are pretty decent.
Yeah, it's
You know, they're pretty default. Like, I made sure they were default models. Like, they're pretty basic, and they're like not even $10 for the two, which is pretty good, I'd say. You know, for character models, $5 each is actually pretty.
I'm surprised they're $5. I expect like $8.
Painted, you're probably looking at something like that.
Painted, I'd assume they'd put it up to like 12, 15.
Yeah, 20. You're looking at like over $10.
Yeah.
Like 20. Yeah, 10 to 20 for painted ones. Yeah, but no, I didn't want painted. I'm fine with the unpainted.
To.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, no, but yeah, like,
yeah,
I'm pretty excited. You know, it's gonna be great, and yeah, I'm gonna make sure I record it. That's for sure. And yeah, it'll be its own thing. It'll be its own podcast in a way. For audio recording purposes, I'll try and find a way around that. I might just use my phone as place it in the middle of the table for
use the 360 audio.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That, or getting like a Yeti or something like that for room audio.
You could probably just place that in the middle.
This, like I said, it's too sensitive.
Sensitive.
You have to be like sitting like relatively close to it to get good audio.
Shit.
You'd have to like crank the audio in post-production if you wanted to capture everyone in the room with a microphone.
Fair enough. Damn.
So yeah, I'd have to get like one of the stand mics, like a Yeti or something like that. It's built for like capturing more space, kind of. Or by just, you know, using a phone or something, right?
Yeah, honestly, just try the phone. Like, there's not bad microphones on these.
Yeah. But
they do the job. And I mean, like, I think mine has like voice focus mode when I record something.
Okay.
Which helps out a lot. Like, my phone calls are very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's a pretty decent idea.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I have that stand, that tripod that I know can angle down so we can see the board. Which for now we'll probably just have to use the dining room table, because that's probably the only table big enough to have the board on, since the board is so huge. Until I get myself a table that's big enough to have that on there, then
honestly, I think that's pretty good too. Chairs all there.
Yeah.
It's compact in there.
Exactly, right? So, yeah, pretty much. That's how it is. We're going... I mean, I'm going to have to take out quite a bit of
it's going to be some
video.
chunks. Going for pee-pee break.
Yeah, you're going for a pee-pee break, and then the whole, 5 minutes before you even were ready.
Yeah. Not too bad.
But yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good a comeback for Temper Times.
Yeah, reintroduction.
This, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll make this part of season 2 or I might just make a new season in its entirety, just because it's been like 2-3 years since season 2. And since we're making a comeback, you know, I gotta do it, like, you know. But yeah, so new videos are gonna be coming pretty quick. When in regards to the short form, can't guarantee over too much. Just because that's going to take a lot of editing time.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know about that. But when it
exist.
Yeah. When it comes to like our podcast videos, oh yeah. It's going to be more consistent. It's probably going to be the most consistent that it's been since 2022, 2021.
Jesus.
Back when the first year or two that I started this. We were a lot more consistent. We were doing hot sauce videos. I was doing interviews and stuff like that, right? I'm going back to that. I'm looking to do interviews with some people, to do in the future. Some interviews that I've done before, bringing back some new people, and some new ones. And of course, if I'm not doing interviews, I'll just have some nice guests that have some topics to talk about. More on that fact, but yeah, pretty solid, I'd say.
I think we got information out for the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't think of a single more thing I can talk about.
Hey, we laid it out on the table.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're good, man.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed already, do so now. Leave a like, of course, if you liked it.
We need that monetization, in fact.
I suppose, yes. Leave a comment on what you think. You know, whether you found something funny or you just...
Or if you hated it, tell me.
If you're,
I would love to know.
Yeah,
Any
if
day.
you don't agree with Max, make sure to put it in your comments.
Yeah.
I'll want to shove it in his face later.
Just no N-words. Come on, guys. Come on. All right.
And of course, like, yeah, give us your opinion. Give us some suggestions on what we should do.
I'll take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Not them taking a fucking dunk on me like that.
I don't know. This is your podcast debut. You know, they like to be critical. You know,
they like to be critical. Hey, shit.
Yeah.
Am I gonna stop them from typing? No. I got a job to work.
I expect you to be arguing with people.
Arguing.
Yeah. I
Why
expect
about
you
to
to
argue
be
with
scouring the comments.
Scaring the comment. Dude, I'm a geezer.
You're gonna.
I don't even touch social media like that. Reels is the most I interact with my social media. I mean, dead ass with you.
Fair.
I'm such a geezer. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Anyways, yes. So that's the end of the video.
Yeah.
Look back at some other videos that we have, like I don't know what's recent.
Nothing.
No.
Oh, what are we talking? Recent in the past decade, or?
I don't have any like actual content wise, unless you go back and watch old streams. But yeah, tune in for new videos coming soon. Whether it be podcast or Battle of the Beings or
Some bullshit
streams,
that we came up with.
some long form content to kind of put in the background. That's kind of what we're doing here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.
And it's Rap City, my boy. See y'all in the next one.